Now, Deputy Stephen Woolfe, 1.5 minutes. Take the floor, please.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, the wise Roman philosopher Marcus Cicero once said, "Any man makes mistakes, but only an idiot persists in his error." Europe has faced economic tragedy for nearly a decade. Tragically, we see this played out in Greece on a daily basis. Youth unemployment at 51% and the highest rates of suicide in any Western civilised nation. This economic misery is not resigned only to Greece. It's in Portugal, Italy, Spain, Croatia. The common factor of this misery is their membership of the European Union, its bureaucratic controls, over-regulation and lack of democratic accountability. There is a feeling that people don't matter, only the EU matters. Instead of recognising its mistake, that it's the EU state that is the problem, not the nation state, instead of looking at countries that are succeeding in the global economy, like China, India, Australia and Brazil, the EU persists in its error by issuing reports such as this from the Socialist MEP, Madame Berès. Instead of freeing people, it states that the EU must take control of all the country's economic, financial and fiscal affairs. Instead of looking to the future, you look to the past with a command economic ideology. Instead of unleashing economic liberalism, be outwardly looking and trading globally, you continue to make the same mistakes. In the words of Cicero, Europe can no longer afford to allow the idiots to persist in their errors.
Thank you, Mr. Woolfe. Do you accept blue card from Mr. JAKOVČIČ? Thank you. Mr. JAKOVČIČ, take a floor, please.
I will not mention the word idiot because I lost my immunity over it, so I won't say that. But I would like to ask you the following. Why did you mention Croatia when you don't understand what the situation in our country is? You are right to talk about your country, about Croatia, but first gather some information about it, and I would like to know whether you really are familiar with the situation in Croatia and what Croatia has done for the European Union.
Please.
Indeed, your country has faced economic problems. I cannot think that you disagree that you have high rates of unemployment, that you had a drop in GDP upon the immediate connection with the European Union. This is my point. The very factor that once you join the European Union, GDP, unemployment and inflation were impacted by the over-regulation, undemocratic control of this place. And that is why I am suggesting you would have been better off outside of the European Union, not shackled to the euro and its devastating effect on the people of your country.
Absolutely.